So I may need to ask a follow-up just so I understand. So conserving mean reserving and using, or reserving and setting aside as if not to use? As in not reserving commercially.
Okay. Commercial lands, stuff's designated for commercial,
right.
Termed to residential or not.
Okay. Well, you guys did your homework, because this is a tough issue for Queen Creek that we're facing right now. So I'm happy to, we again, we have a general plan, voter approved, very proud of it. It is not a static document. To me, it is a dynamic, living, breathing document that we as a community want to continually refresh, but it should serve as our guiding principles. And within that, we have areas that our community has designated for commercial. We also have some land use areas that we've color-coded that are labeled light commercial or industrial. We tend to refer to them more as employment zones and things like that. Sort of strategically, where do we think heavier industry or employment areas might be? To me, I think that it is critically important that Queen Creek not become just purely a bedroom community. I've lived in Queen Creek for 10 years. I plan on staying in Queen Creek indefinitely. I'm there with my family, very happy to be a homeowner and to welcome new neighbors, but we need to have commercial development in Queen Creek. And I believe we achieve that through setting aside certain areas that fit within that long-term vision for where does it make sense. Town center tends to be kind of obvious, but it's important to protect that area because we actually have, within our town center, we have some residential, some higher density residential, some apartment uses to help try to generate the foot traffic and some other things to support local businesses. We also have, within our town center area, public and quasi-public destinations like our library. We have a community, a higher education facility in our town center, and we believe that all supports sort of that commercial zoned area as well. So I think it's important to set those areas aside to be able to market them, to be able to try to entice and attract businesses that want to be in the heart of our community. And then again, for some of those employment areas, the industrial areas, in Queen Creek, they tend to be in the northeast area of Queen Creek. It's a very strategic area for us because I have a long-term vision, along with some of my colleagues, that we would really like to see Queen Creek grow our town boundaries in that direction. And we, again, see the industrial sort of employment uses as very logical to have in that kind of an area. It'll be along long-term where the State Route 24 extension eventually will come closest to the boundaries of Queen Creek, and again, that's very supportive of sort of those commercial/industrial uses. So the reserving those areas is really important because I think that's how we are good stewards of the land within Queen Creek. That said, developers oftentimes will come in and say, okay, we want to make an amendment, and we're going through some of these right now, where they might want to reduce the actual set-aside proportion that might be zoned as truly commercial. Maybe they want to do a little bit of residential, a little bit of commercial. To me, we have to look at the merits of each of those. We have a massive general plan case that's being reviewed right now, where a developer wanted to do that very thing. My position and my direction, my vote as a council member, was basically that developer was looking to make a change, and in truth, many of my colleagues were ready to vote it down. I was the voice that said, whoa, okay, I see where this vote is going. Let's give the developer some more time to work with our town staff. Let's do a deeper economic impact analysis of their recommendations so that it's not just do we vote a color change on a map? And so I was able to delay our decision on that to roughly later this year, early next year, because I'm in support of the developer coming in and saying, I think the way that this was mapped out might be a bit too much commercial. So again, we haven't voted on that yet, and I'm going to wait to see the data until it comes in. But I believe the right thing is, what's the vision? Okay, what's the developer saying? What's our professional staff and our consultants that we've employed? What are they saying? Let's do the deep analysis on it, and where it makes sense, okay, maybe we carve out some of that reserved area. Maybe some of that can become residential. Maybe it better supports the remaining commercial that would be on that property rather than just these sort of up-down type of votes. So.